My name is Warner Moore. I'm the founder and CEO of Gamma Force. Today, we're meeting with Rehan Chaudhry, the VP of Engineering at Atropos Health, for an experience share about our time working together. With the Atropos Health, we serve as their CISO and their security team, and have helped Atropos with cloud and security engineering, as well as ongoing management of their security program. Rayhan, would you mind sharing a bit more about yourself, your role, and your organization?
Absolutely. Thank you, Warner. Yeah, as Warner, you mentioned, I'm the VP of Engineering over at Atropos. So that means software development, infrastructure, security, and data integration are all areas that report to me. And we're a health tech startup that was incubated over at Stanford University in 2020. And we cover the real world evidence space. So it's almost akin to medical research as a service, and whether that's for pharma, whether that's for health systems. But I joined there just at the time when Atropos was looking to commercialize after incubating at Stanford for a while, and Gamma Force was really helpful in helping us make that transition.
And it's really neat what Atropos is doing using modern data analytics and, dare I say, AI. Before the whole AI trend, the many iterations of AI trends we've had over the years really took over the talking points in technology. Rayhan, what were your cybersecurity drivers that motivated you to seek out help before working with us? What's your why?
Yeah, we were, as we're looking to commercialize, I mean, we needed to have somebody that really understood the security space really well, specifically around the health tech industry. But also as a young startup that, is going through the phases of just hiring and growing. A lot of times you don't have like the staff that you need to when you're first starting up. So, in addition to a lot of the advisement and other guidance things that we needed, and we were talking to a lot of folks that provided some of the cybersecurity policy and guidance. But one of the things that we were really looking for is we needed a lot of help to actually implement some of those things. So, whether it's our DevOps folks that needed help, at that point we really didn't have any, but we needed to set up a HIPAA compliant infrastructure. But the problem was a lot of the folks that we were talking with just didn't do that. They strictly did advisement, and so that really was problematic for us because we're a startup, we're trying to get things implemented, but it's more than just getting policy guidance. We need hands on keyboard and some help to basically get us bootstrapped. And so Gamma Force and Warner, you guys were great to basically not only offer that security guidance that we needed and also help align us toward that, but also having people on staff that can do things like, okay, we need to set up a secure network in AWS. We need to secure it with HIPAA guidelines. We need to make sure that we segment different parts of the network to make sure some of it is protected. Like, to do that, you need a DevOps team, and we didn't have one. So being able to basically get that situated with Gamma Force was really, really helpful. And then also all the different things that we've needed to do, then getting into getting compliance and SOC 2 certification, the ability to basically not only balance guidance, but also actual work, and whether it's DevOps work, whether it's security work, whether it's configuring our email systems to be DKIM compliant, Gamma Force was there to be able to actually implement those things so that they could augment a lot of the in-house staff that we did have. So that was really critical for us as a startup to basically work with a partner that could do that.
And we're grateful to have had the opportunity to work with you at those early stages as well. When it comes to compliance requirements, be it HIPAA, high trust, high tech, and certainly SOC 2, getting ready for that audit, it's really easy to look at security requirements as prescriptive And many of those requirements, the examples provided, are built for much more traditional organizations, not necessarily tech organizations. So working together earlier enables us to get the right things in place at the right time that scale and don't unnecessarily slow an organization down. Unwinding those things later is always so much more work. Let's talk a bit about how we work together. What team members work with you, and how do we work and collaborate with your colleagues?
Yeah, we still have a pretty small DevOps team. So a lot of times that we get together on a weekly basis, and with Gamma Force, you guys are bringing forward a lot of folks that depending on what activity we're currently working on, whether it's something like configuring our email systems to make sure that we're using more secure mechanisms to do it. We'll meet on an as-needed basis. We'll go through war rooms together, but we also have weekly checkpoints, especially when we're going through our SOC 2 compliance. Gamma Force folks were really great to be able to schedule those times, not only with me from a DevOps team, but also other members of our company in other leadership positions. So whether it's our client services team, whether it's our sales team or executive team. In any of those cases, when there needed to be meetings set up, when there needed to be discussion of policy, those things were things that Gamma Force folks uh, helped solve a big headache for me, which is just coordination. You guys did a great job just reaching out to the right people to meet and discuss and collect those things for our overall SOC 2 efforts. And as an engineering leader, I didn't necessarily need to be involved in that. It was one less headache I needed to worry about. In addition to regular meeting cadence when we're discussing DevOps or security things on a weekly basis, depending on what efforts we're currently doing, we frequently have interactions where it's not only just with me and my team on the DevOps and engineering side, but it's also with other stakeholders in our company that Gamma Force has been really great at reaching out to as needed. So it's been, again, just really helpful to not have to do that as the leader of an engineering team that doesn't have a lot of resources right now that Gamma Force could do that.
Being able to focus on scaling the team and product and working with your colleagues and the executive team on strategy has so much more impact for you and your role. And we really do take pride in taking as much off your plate as you want to give up. And
Yep.
thanks for sharing that. Can you share some of the impact we made, your experience working with us, the impact we made on your organization?
Yeah, well, like I said, I mean, Gamma Force is really there at critical points of our growth that without them, without you guys, it would have been really hard for us to move to what we've been able to accomplish at Atropos. I mean, the first instance of that was working with the Stanford team and realizing we were a company that basically had all of our tools, deployments installed within a Stanford network, and we needed to commercialize and get out into an AWS network and again set all those things up. So, Gamma Force and the team really drove getting into our AWS accounts, setting up the VPCs, setting up the AWS workspaces for secure access, making sure that we've got all the rules in place that govern how we need to operate that environment, and then letting us have that environment to basically then deploy all of our pieces to become that commercial organization. So, that initial step right after the company's formation was really critical for us to be able to, build our network and then start to build off of that to, get more customers, start to get more data, start to get into production usage of various things. So, that represents probably the most important first step. The second step was basically helping us get our SOC 2 compliance. We had not really gone through any certifications at that point. Gamma Force really helped us to figure out how do we need to orient the company to be able to get a certification like SOC 2, recommending the tools that we should procure for that. So Hyperproof was a tool that was recommended by you guys that we use that has been really helpful not only in our SOC 2 journey to help us document those things, but also recognizing that that is also becoming useful when we're looking at other standards like GPRD in Europe, for instance. That tool now can translate over a lot of the artifacts that we generated as part of SOC 2 into that. So those decisions and those things have been really helpful. Number one, to get Atropos certified in SOC 2, and you guys did a great job, like I said, of working with us, driving us to basically collect things that we need to, writing the policy documents that can comply with the SOC 2, working with our auditors, working with our internal stakeholders. All of those things were really critical for us, and we wouldn't have been able to pass our Type 1 certification without that assistance. So, two just major impacts that really helped us as a company. It's helped us, grow, and also helped us pass through a lot of the security requirements that we're frequently asked to also participate in with our partners as well. So none of that would have been possible without, really Gamma Force's help in getting us there. So it's been really great to have that support.
Thanks, Rehan. It was our pleasure. Is there anything else that you'd like to share, either about you, your company, your experience working with us in closing?
I think the biggest thing is that for us at Atropos, again, we're a startup, got funded, and then, needed to navigate how we got through like health tech in a world where you have to be secure. And so there wasn't a lot of companies that really provided that mix of guidance, of operations, of helping put hands on keyboards with our folks that we saw, and the fact that Gamma Force was there to help us through that was really critical in our growth. I'm glad we had a chance to work with Gamma Force, and definitely for at least anybody that I know that's starting up a company, to be able to use Gamma Force as a trusted advisor to know that they can do a number of roles that are really critical for startups to get started as a company. I just have a lot of kudos for Gamma Force for doing that. So that's about the only thing I can add.
Well, thank you so much, Rehan. I'm grateful for you and the opportunity to work together. I'm excited and looking forward to seeing the evolution of our work together. Ultimately, security is strategic when done well and not just checking boxes. And the work you've been doing at Atropos is a picture perfect example of how to do security strategically. Thanks again. You have a great day.
Thank you, Warner.